In less than 2 hours, this NAS100 trade made me $1,833, and it only took me 5 minutes of analysis to execute. But here's the thing, this wasn't luck, it was pure strategy. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why I took this setup step by step so you can see the full thought process behind it. I'll show you how I identified the setup, why it was high probability, and most importantly, how you can apply these concepts in your own trading. Let's get into it. So right here is exactly when the New York Stock Exchange opened. That's when I hopped on the chart, and the first thing that I did is on the hourly time frame, I looked for the major liquidity levels. How do I do that? Well, basically liquidity levels are varied highs and varied lows. For a varied high, I need to see 2 bullish candlesticks followed by 2 bearish candlesticks. That's like the easiest way to understand it. And the opposite for the varied low. Okay, for a varied low, I need 2 bearish candlesticks followed by 2 bullish candlesticks on the hourly time frame. Okay, so knowing that, let's see what we have here. So the first valid high that I saw was this one here. Then I was also able to identify this valid low here. I was able to identify another valid high right here and another valid low right here. Knowing that this valid high was already taken out, I deleted this line here. And I also deleted this valid low because this was the most recent one. And these were the 2 levels. These were the 2 liquidity levels that I took in consideration. And we can see that the upper one was swept. Now, you guys already know that I only take A+ setups. I don't take everything I see, meaning that I don't take every sweep I see on the hourly followed by a 5-minute market structure shift. No, it's a lot more to it. So what I did next is I went on the 4-hour to see if there's any confluences. Bear in mind, on the 4-hour, the price was here. Okay, this candlestick is already fully printed, but when I checked the 4-hour, the price was here, and I was able to see no confluence on the 4-hour. Next up, I checked the daily. The daily, once again, price was around here. I wasn't able to see any confluences. After that though, I hopped on the 1-hour, and on the 1-hour, the only confluence I saw, which I considered to be a higher time frame confluence, was the fact that this hourly candle failed to close above this varied high, which is exactly what I wanted to see, because this shows me that this right here is a beautiful H1 sweep. Why do I call it beautiful? Well, because it's a by the wick liquidity sweep. That's how I like to call it, when basically price takes out a high but fails to close above it with the full body of the candlestick. That's exactly what we have here. And knowing this, knowing that we have a beautiful H1 sweep, I expected to see some bearish momentum on the 5-minute in order for me to get involved. Okay, so after that, I hopped on the 5-minute. And for you guys to understand exactly what I'm looking at on the 5-minute, it's something like this. It's an aggressive market structure shift, and I would then enter on the fair value gap. But it's not only that. You see, the market structure shift has to be very beautiful. What do I mean by that? I need to see an aggressive market structure shift, basically a market structure shift that holds a lot of volume. By a lot of volume, I mean a aggressive displacement to the downside, okay? And by aggressive displacement, I mean a move to the downside that breaks the low, but it breaks it with a full body, okay? If it only breaks it with a wick, that is not enough, and I will not get involved. Okay, I want to see that, and not only that, but I want to see clear imbalance that was left behind, basically a significant fair value gap. I don't want to see those tiny gaps. I won't enter on those tiny gaps. Only then I consider a setup to be A+. Basically when I have the higher time frame confluence, and I also have the 5-minute market structure shift looking exactly how I want it to look, because otherwise, trust me, you will get into a lot of losses, and I don't want that. I want the highest win rate possible. That's why I'm treating it like this. So now on the 5-minute, you guys know exactly what I'm waiting for. So let's play the price and see what happens next. We can see that the price is moving higher without giving us the market structure shift. So what do? We wait, okay? If there's no setup, there's no setup. There's no need for us to force anything. I waited, okay? And right here, I hopped on the hourly time frame because it was 6 p.m. my time. I hopped on the hourly, and I wanted to see how the candlestick closed. And we can see that now we have a full body closure above this high. So ultimately, this is not a beautiful H1 sweep anymore. But what I did next is I zoomed out to see where we are at, okay, where the price is at. And check this out, guys. We took out this liquidity level here, and we also took out this major one right here, which was a great confluence. Now, once again, we can expect some sort of rejection where we can get involved to take the price lower, okay? So now that we have the beautiful H1 sweep, I marked it, okay? I always mark things on my chart. I then hopped on the 5-minute, okay? On the 4 hour, again, the same confluence was over here valid. We can see this was also a 4 hour major liquidity level, which makes it even higher confluence. And on the daily, once again, this was also a daily liquidity level. Okay, so we have a triple higher time frame confluence. Now, on the 5 minute, I knew that this was an A+ potential depending on the market structure shift. Okay, this was the last missing piece, so to say. So let's play the price and see what happens next, because right now we don't have an entry. Okay, we only have hopes, if that's a thing. So yeah, price right here did a small pullback. It went a bit higher, and check this out, guys. Boom, big bearish volume towards the downside, clear displacement right here. Okay, we took out this low on the 5 minute, and I was also able to identify this very beautiful fair value gap. Okay, so we can see everything is on point. Higher time frame confluences, 5 minute market structure shift is looking exactly how I want it to look. This is exactly when I'm entering a trade. I need to have everything lined up in order to consider a trade A+. All right, so this is exactly where I wanted to enter it, on this fair value gap, stop loss right above this high. Okay, and then as per usual, targeting to RR. Break-even level was around here. Okay, so we will mark the break-even level as well, which was right about here. Okay, that was the break-even level. And now on the next candlestick, we get tapped into the trade. And this is exactly where I wanted to enter the trade on my Sabio Trade account. And this is exactly when I also sent the trade in my community. And on that note, if you guys like what you see and you would like to work with me one-on-one and trade with me, you should click the first link down below and apply for the mentoring program. Now, let's play the price and see what happens next. We got tapped in right here. Okay, this is when we entered the trade, and at the first glance, I liked how this trade was looking. We have a beautiful initial sniper reaction, which is ideal because it shows us that this gap held. It was a strong gap. And now let's play the price. Okay, let's play the price. And boom, check this out. Break-even level was hit. Now I moved my stop loss at break-even and basically made the trade risk-free. All right. But what I saw here was that price rejected from this fair value gap. Okay, it rejected from this fair value gap. However, the thing that I liked about this is that price went past it. Okay, and this shows me that this gap right here will most likely not hold, and price will eventually retest it and head lower. Okay, so I had that in mind, but I also knew that there's a big chance that price will take me out of break even. Okay, you guys already know, I also did a story on my IG where I literally said that I expect the price to take me out at break even based on how things were looking like here. But check this out, let's play the price. Okay, that level is revisited exactly as expected. Okay, continue to play it, and check this out, guys. Boom, eventually the TP was smashed. And yeah, everyone was happy. A lot of profits were made on this trade in my community. I think a total of 8K and something based on the reviews I received. Of course, overall, it's a lot more, I think. But there's people that don't bother sending me the reviews. And yeah, it was an amazing trade. It was a great trade, and I was very happy about the outcome of this trade. I also was able to secure, like I said, $1,833 on my Sabio Trade account. And on that note, if you guys are looking for a prop firm to trade, if you click the second link down below, you will be able to sign up with Sabio Trade, the prop firm that I'm currently partnered up with. And if you apply the code SMCDAN with all capitals, you will also receive a discount on the checkout. So yeah, this is exactly why we took this setup. This is exactly why it was high probability, and I really hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, share it. Also make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell turned on to not miss out on any future upload. And if you enjoy this type of videos, let me know down below and I will definitely do more. Lastly, I want to wish you all the best and take care.